property managers of 77 Koonang Road in Carnegie. On behalf of the team at Ray White, but more importantly on behalf of our vendors here today, we'd just like to say a very quick thank you to you all for making it down on a glorious Melbourne morning here. To any of the interested buyers, all the very best of luck with your bidding, and to any of the underbidders, commiserations in advance. Now, today's auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of today's auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for the property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price, and as the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits any major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and it does provide fines for this conduct. The rules do permit vendor bids, and the words we'll use during the auction to indicate we're making a bid on behalf of the vendor will very simply be vendor bid, and of course by law only I as the auctioneer today have the right to place that bid on behalf of the vendor. Attached to the contract of sale is section 32. This has been sitting on the kitchen bench for the last half an hour. It's been sent out to a couple of you over the last few weeks, and if you have taken the time to read through it, you'll see it does confirm that Ray White, as the vendor's estate agent here today, is selling what is formally described as lot number 4, in this instance being the apartment itself, and lot number 12 being a separate title for the car park at the rear of the building on plan of subdivision 008837, which is of course more commonly known to yourself and I as apartment 4 at 3B Innellan Road here in Murrumbeena. Now in a moment's time, when I do call for your bidding, we'll be asking for a deposit equal to 10% of the purchase price, of which we'll get a down payment today, maybe $5,000 or $10,000 paid electronically into our trust account, and the balance of that 10% can be paid on Monday by EFT or by cheque or whatever sort of suits you. And preferential settlement terms for the vendors, 30, 45, 60 days time from today would be fantastic. If you are a first-time auction attendee, to place a bid, it's pretty straightforward. You can shout out your bid in a nice clear voice, you can put your hand in the air. Alternatively, the agents will be floating around in the crowd to assist with any questions or bidding that you might require here today. The way that I'll be selling the property is, first of all, at some point, if we meet the vendor's reserve, you'll hear me declare that the property is on the market and that we're selling, and at that point I'll call it down 3 times. On the first, second, third and final call, when the contract hits my hand, like so, the property will be sold. And at that point, buyers, no late bids can or will be accepted. So it's very important to make sure you get your bids in nice and early before the contract hits my hand. As is always the case with a public auction, if we do happen to fall short of the vendor's reserve price, it'll be the highest bidder and the highest bidder only that will be invited inside to exclusively negotiate and hopefully buy this property in just a few moments' time. We know that over the last decade, in over 80% of the instances that we take a buyer inside post-auction on a genuine bid, it goes on to sell to that person in post-auction negotiation. So please don't be in the cohort of people that want to sit back and wait and see what happens. Don't let the property pass into somebody else in the hope that they can do the hard work with the vendor and then you can come in afterwards and negotiate a sale, because the odds are prohibitively stacked against you if that's your strategy here today. Get the highest bid, make sure you've got the highest bid at the end of the auction, and then you're 80% of the way there, buyers. So that's my advice to you here today. And what's not to be bidding about 4 at 3B, got my numbers confused there, about apartment 4 at 3B in Ellen Road in Murrumbeena. Almost 60 odd square metres of internal living space, which is the size of a lot of the 2-bedroom apartments in this area, just to put that into context. The majority of 1-bedroom apartments in this area range from about 38 to 45 square metres. If you're really lucky, you might find one that nudges 50, but if you find one that's nudging 60, you are in rarefied air, ladies and gentlemen, make no doubt about that. What it means is that you're getting that full-size kitchen with the separate meals area to the side of it. It means that you're getting the laundry taps in the bathroom because you've got that extra space there. It means you're getting spacious living room and bedroom area. You've got the entrance hallway. You're not sort of walking straight into the living room. These are all the extra things you get when a property nudges 60 square metres of internal size. And that's why whenever these ones come onto the market, they're always substantially more popular than the smaller ones, because they are just that rare proposition. Beautifully renovated, gas cooking, dishwasher in the kitchen, the electrical panel heating you can see, obviously new carpet, paint, absolutely nothing to do other than to come in and enjoy the property in 30, 45 or 60 days time from today. From a location point of view, well, on the corner of Dunoon Street here, we know that properties in this little stretch of Innellan Road always do incredibly well. I think it's because it just feels a little different around here. It doesn't feel quite as gentrified as, say, Carnegie or Bentley or some of those other areas. When you get this close to the station and the shops, you just feel like you're surrounded by large-scale developments. In this one, you're surrounded by beautiful brick period homes. You've got a nice wide tree-lined street and just a short amble up to the end of the road, and you'll find yourself in Murrumbeena Shopping Village, right next to Levi Cafe, or at Murrumbeena Station. If you want to keep on walking on a day like today, you'll find yourself at Chadstone Shopping Centre in no time at all, buyers. Moments away from a range of other cafes. If we're heading to the south, you can find yourself down at Packer Park or Duncan McKinnon Reserve, or you can find yourself at Citizen Cafe. Murrumbeena Primary just to the north, St Pat's Primary just to the south. You are conveniently located right in the heart of it all here, ladies and gentlemen. Make no doubt about that. So buyers, what is the market doing? Everyone's asking this question at the moment and nobody really knows the answer, do they? But I think what we do know is historically, whenever interest rates stop going up, that's when the decline in house prices stops. And some other fun facts is historically, recessions last about 8 months, 10 months, my apologies, but they don't ever officially declare one until we're about 8 months into it. So the data would show that there's realistically only a very narrow window of about 2 months where the buying window is at its peak to buy and snag yourself a bargain. Now, I think at the moment, this is the time to be buying, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, right now, get yourself in front. If interest rates stop going up next year, that's when there's a bit of stability coming back to the market. That's when there's competition coming back, and that's when it gets difficult to buy again. Albeit the prices might not be where they were 12 months ago at that stage, the competition will still be real. Right here, right now is the opportunity for you, ladies and gentlemen. So with that, I will put it across to you now. We'll call for a fair, reasonable start for at 3B Innellan Road, Murrumbeena. In your hands, buyers. Who'd like to bid us away here today?
280.
280,000. Welcome to the bidding there. We'll call for a rise of 10. At 280,000, fairly bidden offered now. Did we say 90? 95. Welcome to the bidding, sir. Best of luck. Do we roll in 10s, Jerry? 295 the bid, 305 I've got. At 305, 15 the bid there at 315. I'll let you nominate your rise, Jerry.
325.
325, thank you very much. At
326.
I won't take a 1 just at the moment. 25's the bid. Happy to go on a 5 if you wanted, but it's top of the range. 325 the bid here on my right. At 325,000, do we go to
Is it on the market?
Not at this stage, sir. At 325.
326.
I won't be taking the 1 at the moment. That's fine, thank you, sir. At 325 the bid now. At $325,000 the bid. I won't make a bid of 1. I'm sorry, sir. Thank you for your bidding. At 325 the bid now on my right. At $325,000 the bid. Calling for a 5 at the moment at $325,000 the bid. First call now. 325 my bid, sir. Second call now, 325. 30, thank you, sir. 330 the bid, do we say 35? At $330,000 the bid, front and centre now, 330. 35 if you'd like to go. At 330 the bid now. At 330,000, dealing exclusively. 35, thank you very much. At 35 the bid, do we say 40? At 335,000 the bid now, 40 if you'd like to come back in. 335 the bid, call it down 3 times for you all. At 335,000 the bid.
336.
I should offer him 1, but I think he's run away on us. Sir, I'll take you 1 now. Respectfully, I'd call for 340, though I reckon it's a smart money from here. At 336 a bid, do we go to 40? At 336,000, 40 I've got here. At 340, do we want to roll in 1s or do we make a bit of a stronger bid there? At 340 the bid.
Yeah, 341.
341, do we go 345, Jerry? 342, do we go 345, Jerry? 342 I've got. You facing the race, best of luck to you. At 342, let's go 345. Be the strong bidder there. At 342 the bid now. 45 I've got. Do we round it to 50? What do you think? At 45 the bid now. At 345,000 on my right here. 345 the bid. 345 on my right here. I'll call it down 3 times. At 345 the bid now. First call now, 345. Second call.
346.
46. Do we go straight to 50, Jerry? 46 a bid. At 346 I've got, do we say 50 now? At $346,000 a bid. Let's roll it to 50. You've been doing the strong bids today. Assert your dominance here at 346 a bid. At $346,000 a bid. Call it down 3 times for you.
47.
47. Do we go to 50? Round it up. 47 the bid. 347.
347 500.
Do we say 48?
Nah.
47 the bid. 500. Let's go 50, Gerry. 347 500. Take it to 50. 47 and a half the bid now. At 347 and 500, do we go to 50? Knockout bid.
348.
48. We've opened a can of worms now, sir. At 348. Take it to 50. Get it to the other side. At $348,000 a bid. First call now at 348 the bid. Second call, 48. Third
Is
call
it on the
now.
market?
We are incredibly close. 348 the bid. Do we say 50?
Are we on the market?
We're not at this stage. 348 the bid. Jim's just going to go and have a chat for us. I'll keep things moving at 348. Do we say 49? Come in for 1,000. 48 the bid at $348,000. First call now, 348. Second call.
I should have checked earlier, Tom. We're on the market.
My apologies. We are on the
Sorry
market.
about
348 the bid.
Yeah, 500 then.
500, 48 and a half the bid. 348,500 the change. 49?
349.
49. Do we go straight to 50? 49 the bid. 349. At 349 on my right. On the market and selling buyers. I won't be pausing the auction today. 349. First call now, 349 the bid.
Yeah,
Second call.
50.
500?
Yeah,
350, my apologies. 350 the bid. $350,000 even. At 350 the bid now. On the market and selling. $350,000 on bid. First call now, 350. My apologies. 500. Welcome to the bidding over here. Best of luck to you. Good to see some audience on that side of the crowd too. 350,500 the change. At $350,500 on bid. Let's get a stronger bid here, Gerry. Knockout bid at 350,500 on my left. First call now, 350 and 500 the change. Second call now,
Yeah, 500.
51. What do you say, Jenny? Do we go for 1,000 over there? 51's the bid. Put some distance between you and the next bidder at 351 the bid now. 500. Getting 500s all round. 351 500. Who's going to take us to 355 even? At 351 500 the bid. Front and centre with me and Karan here. 351 500 the bid. Take it to 352 and a half perhaps. 351 500 I've got. What do we say over there, Jenny? Do we go for 1,000 to 352.5? At 351 500 the bid now. First call at 351,500. Second call now, 351 500. Third call at 351 and $500 to change. All done. All silent.
352.
352. 352 against you now, Karan. 352 the bid. At $352,000 against Karan's buyer over here. I reckon maybe $1,000 increments a smart bid here at 352. Front and centre back here with Jin's buyer at 352 the bid. Where do we go from here, buyers? At 352. Have we seen your best over here, Gerry? 352 the bid. Last chance for you all now. First call. Got a spectator here. Second call. 352. Third call at 352,000 the bid. Last opportunity, buyers. 352,000 on the third and final call we sell. Fair warning for you all now. If you are still in it, we need your instructions. What do we say, Gerry? Are we out today? 352 the bid. Definitely out. 352. First time now, 352. Second time, 352. 500, 352 and a half. At 352 and a half on the left here. At $352,500 a bid. Where do we go? $1,000 buyers. 352 and a half. On the left over here at 352 and a half. First time now, $352,500 a bid. Second time, 352,500. Are we out here today, Karan?
Can we go in hundreds?
I won't take 100 just yet. Go
What
for a
will you take?
500. 250.
250.
57. I don't even know where we're at now. 352, 750. 352, 750. Straight back at it. Round it up to 353 at 357, 750. 353. 353 I've got. But buyers, let's go 1,000. A $250 bid's not going to win you the auction. At 353 the bid now. Let's go 1,000, Gerry. $353,000 bid there. Do we say 354 at $353,000? First call now, 353. Second call, 353. Third call now, $353,000 a bid.
353.
We're at 353.
Oh,
Can we
Oh,
go
are we?
354? We're at 353 on the left here. Jenny's buy 353.
353, 250.
353, 250. 353, 250. I thought we might have been onto an increase there. 353, 250. Let's go to 354, Jenny. Convince them to be the strong buy. The $250 bid's not going to win you the auction easily. At 353, 250. Let's go to 354 now. Buyers at $353,250 a change. First call now, 353.
55.
55, love your competitive bidding there. 355, $355,000 a bid. Take a leaf out of that book, Gerry. A $2,500 rise is what you need. 355, give yourself some separation. $355,000. That's the bid front and center at 355. Go 57.5. First call now.
56.
56. Go 57.5. 56 is the bid. 56 is the bid. Let's go to 7.5. 56 I've got at $356,000 now. At 356, are we out over here? Do we say 57? Are we done? Thank you very much for your attendance. What about it, Karan? Are we out over here? Still undecided? 356 with you, Gerry. Correct. 356 the bid. At $356,000 on my right here. First call at 356. 250. 356.
250 is better cost a 30-year loan.
Talking to the banker now, aren't you? 356 on the right. 356. First call now, 356. Second call, 356.
Go to the
250.
250.
Go 57, Gerry. Be the strong bidder. 356, 250. Fight fire with fire. 356, 250. Bids against you now. 57, do we say? 356, 250.
357.
57. Well done. At 357, the bid now. At $357,000 on my right. 357 triple O the bid. We'll call it down 3 times. At $357,000. First call now, 357. Second call, 357. Third call now, at 357. Back where we started at 357. On my right.
And you'll get it.
Last opportunity. Just 3 conversations still going on here today. 357,000 the bid. Going to need the instructions there at 357 the bid. Last opportunity for you at 357 I've got. $357,000 for the first time now. On the third call we sell.
250.
250. Go 358, Gerry. You're winning. You're breaking them down at 357, 250. Go straight back at 358. 357, $250. Another $500 bid. 357, 500. That's what I feared. 357, 500. 357, 500. 357, 500. On my right here at 357 and $500 a bid. First time now, 357 and 500 the bid. Second time, 357 and 500. Third call, $357,500 a bid. 1,000 is the smartest bid you can make right now. Every time we do 250, you're giving the other buyers hope that you're near your limit. That's what it sends a message to them. So they're going to keep fighting you if you keep putting in little bids. At 357, 500 over here. Scare them away at 357, 500. First time now, 357, 500. Second time, 357, 500. Looks like we might have seen your best. Third call now, 357, 500. Are we out today, Karan? Looks like we're out with the underbidders here. On the third and final call, I'll be selling to the highest bidder at 357, 500 the bid now. First call at $357,500 a bid. Second call now, 357 and a half. Third call now, 357, 500 on the market and selling. Last opportunity, definitely out over here. 357, 500, definitely out. We're done. Definitely out over here, 357, 500. Definitely out, Jenny, 357, 500. 357, 500. Did we find any more money in the ashtray? First call now, 357, 500. Second call, 357, 500. Third call, 357, 500.
I don't want want to do this to you.
600, I'll take it. 357, 600. At 357, 600. Come in for another. Go up to the 1,000 there, Gerry. 350.
358.
358. Thank you and well done. At 358. 358,000. Let her have it, was that 358? Thank you very much. You've been fantastic. At 358,000 the bid. First, second, third and final call. At $358,000 on bid. Let's give the underbidders a round of applause. Looks like they're outbuyers. We're going to sell the property. We are selling. So congratulations to the highest bidder here today. Commiserations and thank you to all of our underbidders here today. Have a great weekend.
Oh, wait.